All right, you got a good question in your last live video. You clearly do really good work on M8s, but there's a lot of haters on M8 saying it's the worst Harley motor ever. What are your thoughts?
Well, my first thought on that is they're old school, so they don't know anything about electronics. And if they drive a new car, they're full of electronics. Second thought is twin cams are good motors, but to build one over, say, 125 horsepower is totally unreliable after that. They don't live. They don't last. Whoopee shit, you got something on a dyno. The parts have all been discontinued except aftermarket parts. And I'd say 50% of the aftermarket parts are Chinese crap. So unless you can find the Screaming Eagle parts, S&S parts, you find some good parts for those guys. Reliability is your main thing. Twin cams just don't have any reliability compared to the new stuff. It's just like buying a new car versus an old car. It's twice as reliable. Most of the stuff that goes wrong with the M8s, if the guys are haters, are guys that work on them. They don't know how to work on them. It's real simple.
What are some things that you've heard about M8s and why they're, not the favorite?
I see most of the problems are the guys working on them. The guys that have had them stock put thousands of miles on them.
Yeah.
They just change the oil on them. They don't do anything with them. So you got these hot rod guys in their garage, selling guys parts out of a book, and then they can't make it work. And the tuning shops, twin cams are easy to tune, and Evos are even easier, and carburetors are really simple. Us old guys grew up on carburetors, but the new stuff is you got to actually know how to work electronics and know how it works in between all the systems. They're actually really easy to work on, and they're actually really reliable. The difference is guys are putting so much more horsepower to them that guys are breaking them. Well, they're breaking them because they're not assembled right, because they're just using old school thought where you just throw the shit in and it just works like an old Harley, an old Evo, old Knuckle. And you can pretty much just throw whatever you want at it and some bitch works. Twin cam's kind of the same deal, Harley had growing pains when the twin cam came out too. So the first 5 years of it, tensioners were blowing up, all kinds of shit was wrong. So growing pains on the M8 was 17 to 19. And now we're into 24, 25. They got a lot of electronics on them.
Yeah.
You got to be kind of smart. Problem is guys are putting parts in that blow them up. So Harley's getting a bad rap. I see very few of them that are stock that blow up.
Yeah.
Obviously every manufacturer's got their growing pains with new stuff, but it is what it is. I tune all of them. They all work good. You can get more humph, more grunt, more everything out of an M8. It's modern. Twin cams, I know. I own a twin cam. I got a 15. It makes 124 and 122. And it's bulletproof. But that's as good as it gets. If I start getting into the 130s with it, they don't live.
What is your 25 CVOST got? What is it?
169 and 165.
So,
and it's got 4,700 miles on it of me riding it.
And that's
I beat the dog shit out of it.
That's like a 30% improvement from your 15.
Yeah, it's not even it's not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
A lot of the haters are just because they can't afford the new stuff. So you guys that have the new stuff,
yeah,
you're just getting hated on because the guy that's got no money can't afford the damn thing. It's simple facts, like the guy driving by in that Ferrari. Like, man, I really like to own that.
Yeah.
I'll never own it.
Right.
But I'd really like to own that. I hate that guy. He's full of shit. He's probably stole that money. All that kind of crap.
Yeah.
The guy's just a good businessman. Did things right. A lot of old school guys, they just want to stay old school.
Jealousy is a real son of a bitch sometimes.
It certainly is, and you see a lot of it, and jealousy sucks.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous. Be happy for the guy. I got customers that make lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
Man, good for them. I'd like to know how they did it.
Right.
And copy them instead of hate on them like a liberal. See, all you got to do is turn on the news. They're arguing about a guy that's the president who can't be reelected. Get on with business. Whatever. It's the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
So guys that hate M8s, most of them can't afford them.
Right.
Guys that have problems with M8s, it's the guy you're going to.
Yep.
He's a little too old school.
I don't want to work on that because it's hard, or I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it, and it's, if you come from the Japanese side where it's all electronics and a lot of thinking, they're really good motorcycles. They're
Yeah.
they're really good. And I do a lot of twin cams. The problem is the bikes are getting older, and the customers that own them don't want to spend a bunch of money on them.
So
You can't pay your bills if the guy don't spend any money on his toys, because nobody needs this shit.